Cheers, Sam.
Cheers. Ah,
Man, what the hell are we doing?
look, man,
What's going on?
it seems we are fast forwarding to the end, all right?
Fast
We
forward.
are not we are not getting subscribers, so we are going for the end game, which was like getting drunk while talking to other people. So that's what's happening now.
Seriously,
But
man. But I was
yeah,
very excited for today.
me too. For
Rush home, pick my drinks.
since
That's
the since the Iran protest started, I haven't been excited for a new episode this much. Like, since the first episode we did after the,
yeah. So, do you want to tell our
'cause I
viewers a
might not
little bit
talk,
what's going on here?
sure, but I might not talk as much as usual because I'm focused on checking
This
this.
might be a
But
good thing.
yeah, so I guess we are doing, we talked about it quite a lot. I love it. How yeah, I will tell. We've been talking about doing a show in which we sort of have a. I mean, as if our other show we are so serious and so rigid. No, no jokes. No covering serious news only. No talk about like funny noises or anything like that. But so we thought we do one which is even more relaxed and more chilled, in which we can consume illegal drugs and alcohol. Well, alcohol in where I am is a illegal
True.
substance. I don't know. I was thinking that today though. You know, in Iran they call like illegal drugs something. مواد مخدر.
Okay, yeah, I knew that word, but I
Right?
never thought exactly what it translates to. It translates to
Exactly.
what does it translate to?
And
Like
مخدر, I don't know.
literally.
It's Arabic. Mawad is substance.
Yeah.
Mawad is substance or elements or whatever. But mukhader, I don't know if it's addictive substances or
Mm.
smoking, because I was thinking, is alcohol like a different law or is it under same mawad mukhader sort of thing? Because it's a like, if you, by the way, if you have like weed or something, you get a very small fine, but
Mm.
for if you have alcohol, you can get a whipping. You
Mm.
can, they don't do it much, but if you have enough to sell, they might do it.
Yeah.
But
If they whip you, is there any chance you could negotiate that at least someone records the whipping at the very least? So you can have, I don't know, the video
oh,
after,
me?
show
Are
it
you
here or
checking a
something.
specific
Yeah.
case?
Yeah, you.
Fuck you. Instead of saying, Sam, I hope this never happens to you. But
This it
people
might be a
do
moment.
bribe.
It might take you.
People. Yeah, this is my moment to New York top sellers. They if you people bribe the person who whips you, so they don't like. Apparently, if they whip you on your kidneys and shit, it can be really
Oh
bad
my
long
God. I
term.
didn't think they did that on your kidneys, man. I thought it would be your back
They
because I
can't
mean your
like,
kidneys a very
yeah,
special
that they
organ,
pay them
like
so they don't.
livers and
What is?
kidneys.
I heard about that on some shows as well. Like they say this is a kidney punch or kidney hit
Liver,
or
liver,
something.
liver. Kidneys are
Liver?
sensitive too, but liver is the one you only have one, I believe, right under your right chest
Yes,
area.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's literally like, in movies they show that, like they
That's
touch
what
the
they're
neck
crushing.
and you fall or things like that. Based on my understanding, none of these really exist. The liver is one part where if it gets hit, your body does shut down. And you see it in fights and there's like a delayed. So the guy gets hit in the liver, he's still looking. 3 seconds later, he's like on the ground. You don't get knocked out or passed out. Nothing happens to your brain. Your body, your like muscles and all this just shut down for like, I don't know how long, like 30 seconds or something. But you're like completely like, so yeah, the liver is actually like that. So that's why, yeah, in boxing and everything, there's the liver shots.
Liver is a fascinating organ because it's one of the few ones that they don't have. It can I don't. Again, we are not scientists, but early on the show, do not believe anything you hear here. But I believe there is a regeneration aspect to it. Sort of, you can take a part of someone's liver instead of like, because you can't do a transplant of the whole liver,
Yeah.
but you can take a part from somebody and put it in someone and it will grow to an extent or something.
Mm.
And it's Funny, in Iran, you must know that jigar, liver,
Yeah.
is a very common. It's a word that you use a
Oh,
lot
true.
instead of heart, as
Yeah.
in my jigar is my love or something. It's a very common way of saying it's.
You also eat
And
liver
I
more
think it.
commonly than in other countries in
Oh, eat
Iran.
liver, yeah, yeah. It's very
But
common.
yeah, you're
It's a
right.
very
It's
common sort of
also a
fast
word
food.
of endearment.
And I believe it's the same in English, like old literature. Not live.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was some old version of liver. Maybe it was. I don't know. But it's liver was. But so it's real. If you get punched, you genuinely get.
If it hits
Wow.
you in the liver properly, yeah. Kidneys don't
Mm.
have that, I believe. Kidneys you can get like it's an organ, so maybe if like I don't know somehow get punched really close to it, you might feel it, but that's not a thing. But yeah, liver is genuinely a thing. Your body shuts down. It's crazy.
Have you ever? You done a bit
Man,
of like
when I did boxing
combat?
ages ago, it was crazy, like 5 or 6 years ago. The guy landed, he was like really good. He was so nice and stuff. He landed like the softest punch. It only happened once on my liver. And it didn't like really hurt. Like I didn't really remember in the moment, but I just fell on my knees for like a second. It was like the weirdest thing.
Like automatic.
Yeah.
Sorry. Wow.
Like
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
liver
Yeah.
is a crazy thing.
What was the? By the way, was it boxing with gloves
Yeah.
or kickbox? Uh,
Yeah,
no,
boxing
just
with
which
gloves.
with gloves. Okay, with gloves. Where is the worst part to get hit in your experience, like hurt, pain wise?
Well, liver is very special. The other one is like, yo, I forgot what it's called, but right under your heart and here, your solar plex or something. That's I forgot the word, but right here, like right under your heart and like where your rib cage kind of starts in the middle, that's
Mm.
a bit sensitive.
Oh, mm,
If it's sensitive. If not, I mean, really it's the chin where you get hit, and they think that the mechanics, especially if you get here in the chin, it makes your head go like that. So it makes your brain, they think, I believe it's not 100% like scientifically shown, but your brain moves, and that's how like everybody gets knocked out.
concussion.
Another weird one is if you get punched behind your ears and this kind of area, people lose their equilibrium often, so they don't like here all here kind of like around here and
Uh,
stuff, you lose your
really?
equilibrium.
Wow.
Yeah, but if not, like body punches add up in a while, and anything that moves your head, then you can get knocked out, but especially in the chin. And then yeah, those are kind of the ones really, based on what I
As you
know.
know, I'm a professional. I'm a
You're
professional
such a
street
sword
fighter.
fighter.
I need to know. I need to
But you're just racking
know.
up losses based on what I've seen.
Me or the protester?
You, no, you as
Oh,
a
me?
sword fighter
Oh
against
man,
yeah,
my
your
nephew.
nephew.
Yeah, we should for next time. We should have some videos of that ready. I saved. I put send you some for
Yeah, I
Professor
was
Borg.
looking.
Yours. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, that's intentional losses. Those
Yeah.
are intentional.
There's
What are you drinking, by the way?
Oh yeah, I'm having my favorite thing. I should have mentioned, by the way, we will put timestamps down below, so there will be some. Maybe I'll put a little writing in the beginning that we have some time, or they'll see it. So there'll be other topics that we'll talk about today while drinking.
Mm,
But I'm having my all-time favorite drink. This has been my favorite drink
ah,
since I was, since I found out about beers and all that. Can you guess?
yes.
What is it?
Guinness.
Yes, sir. For the first one, the one and only. But I didn't have a what's it called? I don't have a proper beer glass for Guinness, so I poured it in
Mm,
a red wine glass.
Belgium.
No, it's a
Oh,
red
it's
wine
a red
glass.
wine
Yeah,
glass?
a big red wine glass.
Oh,
But then I
yeah.
have this cool beer glass when I transition to my next beer. I'll show you.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, did you know? I
That wasn't
poured on
available
in.
at the time?
Sorry,
That wasn't available at the time?
what? This?
The beer glass?
No, this is
The
too
first
thin
one?
for Guinness, I think. I don't know. It doesn't really give me Guinness vibes.
Oh,
Guinness,
I
you
see.
need a kind of like an English pint glass. This is more like This is more like, the other. This
At the
goes well
moment,
with blonde beer, I feel. Yeah, I don't want to make you too
I will
jealous. I
wrap
was
it
thinking
up.
of that.
I will wrap it up
You're like,
from
pour it in my
it.
hand.
Like you chat.
Like you're feeding like a dying bird or something that you found you're rescuing.
Guinness doesn't. I'm glad it's Guinness that is your favorite. That's maybe one of the reasons we are friends, because you don't have such a unique. Guinness is accessible somewhat in Iran, surprisingly.
Stop. But it must cost a
Right? Get
fortune because
Guinness.
beer's a bit expensive in
Oh,
Iran, and Guinness is even
like
expensive here. But I guess once they bring it,
$10, $20 more than Heineken.
oh, okay, and Heineken's already like a bit expensive in Iran, like beers, because
Oh,
bringing in
yeah,
like big,
beers are generally expensive. I thought you mean within beers it's
yeah,
expensive.
yeah,
Beer, but Heineken is the one. No,
because
the
it's hard
cheapest
to
one is
smuggle it,
Tuborg.
right? Yeah, Tuborg, the
Tuborg,
Turkish one.
yeah. Tuborg is no, it's Danish, I think.
Oh
Tuborg is
yeah, I always
Danish.
thought Tuborg was Danish.
FS is Turkish.
Hmm.
FS, sometimes you can get FS too. FS is pretty good if you can get it, actually. I think Tuborg is Danish or some shit weird, but it's the worst. Tuborg is the worst beer in the world. Never drink
Oh
it.
yeah,
Like,
it is Danish.
genuinely,
You're
it's
right.
yeah, man,
I've
it's one
never
beer
seen
that
it anywhere else outside of.
yeah, it's the most disgusting beer ever there was. Then that's the cheapest. Then $30 more is Heineken, $20, $10 more is Guinness. But then that's like, these are the only brands you can get.
Yeah.
And you have, what's it called? Corona, which is the same price, I would say, as Heineken. Corona, Heineken, and Budweiser. Those three are same price.
See, man, here
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like in Canada, they don't do this. I mean, or maybe they did. I didn't see it. Alcohol is never on sale. Here, alcohol is always on sale, like 50% off, 40% off, like
wow,
insane
wow,
sales.
okay.
Yeah. Every time I pass by those, I'm like, if I was one of these guys who organize parties and charge people, I would come and get these ones and then sell them for this price. Because all kinds of beers and not shitty ones, like the best ones, often 40-50% off for like 24 of them.
Man, in Europe, if you have a big place like with a fridge or something, like, with cooling system, like all you need to do is like to just hoard shit for a while. Like food items. Like in Iran, it's the opposite. In Iran, you need to hoard like electronics or cars or that type of shit. Food items doesn't matter. But yeah, you hoard them for a while, you can make a lot of money, I think.
But if you don't drink them all. But man, I love Guinness.
Guinness, man, is a choice as well.
A full bottle of wine fits in a glass of red wine? A full bottle of wine fits in a glass of red wine.
Well, I guess it depends on the like a proper glass of red wine, you mean?
No, yeah, a proper glass of red wine. You can pour in it an
know,
entire bottle of red wine.
Like this, I mean, I guess
no,
this
that's
is
not
colony,
a proper. Yeah, that's a smaller one.
As a cognac or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like a white wine.
No, cognac
maybe.
has a shorter. Yeah.
Like, look, Guinness right now, right, is 50 cl, right? And I believe a bottle of wine is 750.
70.
Right?
50.
And I just poured this entire Guinness and it fit in this easily, and it was like up to here. So maybe there'll be just a little bit of room left, but maybe there'll be a little bit of wine that wouldn't fit. But that's what I've heard, and based on my calculations, it works.
And that's but as I was taught by my ex's father in Germany, of all places, that you need to pour wine less than half, I believe. Or maybe that was cognac. Shit.
No, I think you remember told me this. That was cognac. But wine also, you don't want to pour too much because that's too much air.
Yeah, but you do wine, you have to hold it from here, and then you want to do this to like check to see if it, I guess, moves. I don't know why do they do this. But
wine or cognac?
No, you're right. Wine you hold from this. Cognac was the one you move because you want to keep it warm. You want to keep it warm. Yes.
Sorry, but wine, you also do a little move in the beginning if you want to like smell it before you drink it.
Look cool.
But
Oh,
yeah,
sure, sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah. Now that I'm
are you
drinking,
not
I
gonna
have so
ask me what
many
I'm
you knows.
drinking?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I get very selfish when I'm drinking.
You're not respecting the rules of male drinking conversation. When this comes towards my mouth, it's your turn. When this is going down, it's my turn.
So what are you drinking there?
Well, I'm drinking red wine from Chateau Garage of my friend's uncle. As you can see,
The local wine,
very
that's
famous
really
chateau.
good.
Yeah, it's local wine. It's organic. It's a local chateau that it's not even a chateau really. It's just a garage. But and I use this to mix it up sometimes
Wow.
with to cut it a bit because this one was it's a very heavy wine, you know. It's like not heavy as in alcohol, as in
Yeah,
weight.
thick. I
Like
know, I get it. Yeah, it's,
yeah,
it's thick, I see.
yeah, it's thick. Yeah, exactly.
But you've been having
But so
issues recently. Like it's now harder in Iran to get booze or what?
no, I mean, it's always booze is more difficult than anything else because of it's the like not anything else. I'm guessing meth or heroin are the same, but alcohol is that level. Then you have like weed and opium is like who cares, you know? So yeah, no, I just think I knew a guy who for like 2 years was my steady beer guy
Mhm.
and wine guy. And then he basically went out of business. He got caught by the cops once, and then another time something else happened. So yeah, I've been out of yeah, this is my first drink after 3 months, I think.
That's
About 3 months.
crazy.
More.
Good thing you're mixing it with
Since
Pepsi.
yeah, yeah. No, I did have a couple of I have whiskey, but it's for my dad. I mean, whenever he comes over, but I can't drink. And
Yeah.
cognac. I have some fucking Armenian cognac, but I mean, it's
Yeah.
brandy. It's not good, yeah. But it's good. But it's so much better than, by the way, like other brandies. I'll
Mm.
show you the bottle later. But yeah, I can't. I'm not a big. Are you? Do you drink liquors, spirits?
Only sometimes, I like rum and apple juice a bit. I mean, actually last year a
Rum,
bit, but I overdid it.
rum is a different story compared to these guys. I think the
Yeah.
whiskey and rum is good. Rum is
Uh,
different.
and during the summer, I was trying a bit of old fashioned here and there. My wife knows how to make it, and it
That's
was
whiskey,
pretty
right?
good. Yeah, that's whiskey, and they put like this bitter thing and sugar in it, and some other things, and it becomes drinkable. But
Tolerable.
yeah, but but otherwise, no. I mean, I really like drinking red wine and then beers. Yeah, beer, red wine, and then yeah, if I'm too full or something and have to stay out or whatever, something, I'll just switch to some rum with yeah, with something.
Mm. No, me too.
But
Me too. It's
yeah,
so funny
no.
because in Iran, because I think some Iranian repression as well, all the women are also in Iran are whiskey drinkers, especially like higher class. They don't
Yeah.
want to drink like Iranian vodka. So everybody's a whiskey drinker, and you feel like basically such a pussy because do you have red wine? And my belly is a bit I can't take whiskey. Ah, come on, man. So, yeah, I don't know. I
But
never, yeah. But I would say though, none of these are my favorites. Cider, man. Cider is
mm,
the best. I wish we could do this show with a cider. Pear cider, Perry, a fucking Perry.
yeah, I mean, maybe I haven't
Oh.
drank a cider in like 5 or 6 years. I used to like them,
But you liked it, I
kinda.
think, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
especially like the
basically
big
it's
brands.
basically a fruit wine.
Yeah, and the big brands were refreshing, like Magners and stuff with some ice. They used to hit the spot when I was younger.
Strongbow,
Yeah,
I loved. Even though it's a minor shitty, like sort of franchisee brand, but
or
I quite like
Savannah.
it.
But I see, yeah, no, I'm not too into it anymore, too much. I
Savannah,
wonder if
I
cider
felt
has lost some of its market. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Savannah was actually no, it was the one from South Africa, right?
Yeah,
They always had it in that South African burger shop. What was that burger shop? I loved it.
South African burger shop. Where, in
They
which
had
country?
one branch in they were in UK and I think maybe South Africa, but they had one branch in Dubai for like 2 days, I think, or something. I'm pretty, or maybe it was. I doubt it was Georgia. I'm pretty sure it was Dubai, but it was least lasted. It's my favorite burger shop. I'll find the name later.
Yeah, I can't
But
remember.
sorry, cider. Why would you say they lose a market? I think they might be growing actually. More people
No,
know about it.
the only reason I'm saying that, like, no, it's very
Mm,
anecdotal. But for instance, like,
mm.
okay, my wife used to drink it before, but now she doesn't like it. But this doesn't apply to her. However, a lot of like girls and one part of their segment were a lot of girls who
It's
would
a very
drink it,
girly
right?
drink. I know.
No, nowadays,
Yeah.
no. I know in the UK it's very widespread, but I think in like other countries it leans more towards girls,
Lady.
perhaps, right, ladies.
No,
But now they have
even in
all these
UK, people
other
used to make fun of.
drinks that are like, marketed towards that. All these all these like fizzy drinks that exist now.
Oh, but they
Like
they did
not
exist the
Bacardi and Smirnoff. No,
WKD
Bacardi and Smirnoff
ice.
existed before, right? But now it's become very big, especially in North America. What's that thing is that they drink?
That's Bacardi freezer thing,
Yeah, but that
ice
was
thing.
back in
No,
the day. Now they I'm just looking for the word. Um Seltzers, right? That's
like
what they
vape.
call them. Yeah, seltzers.
Still,
And
no
it's
man, that's been
crazy in
around.
the US and stuff. It's crazy. No, no, no. I swear.
Yeah,
One
the
of our viewers
US
can
is a
confirm.
US is
This
not
is
a normal
new.
place.
All these brands and shit that have come up, and it's crazy and flavored and like White Claw, that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if they stole a bit of the market. They're very popular in North
That's
America. I mean, that's half the
yeah,
world.
I don't. That's not half the world. That's not even like that's tiny. Like no man, I don't know. American taste and American everything, to be honest, is so weird and different. I
Yeah.
doubt it's gonna
But yeah, in Europe
become
and
that.
stuff, maybe not
And
so.
it's
Yeah.
seltzer, to be honest. I've been hearing about the seltzer and Dr. Pepper since I was like a baby, and I
But those
never
are
like
different.
seen
You're
anybody
mixing
who
them.
likes them.
No, 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 that's
I
not
know.
the
But I'm
right
just saying
concept.
nobody
Yeah.
likes them though.
Dr.
Or
Pepper, yeah.
Mountain Dew, another thing nobody likes, but it's heard them.
Except in North
Iron, what
America.
Iron Brew? Again, yeah, or what Iron Brew? Do you remember the Scottish thing? What was the
Sounds
Iron
familiar.
something Brew? It's all of
Some
them. Like, oh man, this is big in our town. Well,
mm.
your town is three people.
Oh, Iron Brew. Yeah, I just
No,
looked it up. Wow, I don't can't remember I
Iron
saw
Brie
this.
or Brew.
Iron Brew. But yes, these are pop drinks.
Mm.
But
I
yeah.
and even though I like cider is fizzy, but I'm generally speaking not a big fan of, except Coca-Cola. I'm not a
Mm.
big fan of fizzy drinks.
No, I don't drink any fizzy drinks whatsoever, including
Not
sparkling
even
water,
Coke.
of course. Yeah, no, I never drank Coke. I
No,
don't like Coke.
that's a that's a that's a I'm sorry, but that's an insult to God, nature, and everything that is holy. Fizzy drink is disgusting.
And Europeans
Like
love it. Especially
yeah,
Italy
in
and
Germany,
France.
that's where I
Yeah.
tried it. It was disgusting. It was yeah, man. Yeah, I just why would you do that to water? I genuinely feel like disgusted when I see that. And my dad likes it, but I hate it. Yeah,
Yeah. Has
jeez.
that grown in Iran too? I feel like it's more and more popular just drinking
No,
fizzy water.
I feel like there is a group of people in Iran that reach a certain like sort of class work thing, and they really want, and
So
because of
then they
that, I
put
think
gas
they
in their
have
water.
Perrier and shit. Yeah, including my father to an extent. But yeah, but yeah, it's not a real. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I don't see anybody, or
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I hear chocolate milk is still huge with the kids. So
That's for sure.
they
That's
still
for
can't
sure.
they can't take that away from us.
And
But
so I have two topics I want to talk to you about. One is I want to go back to my dentist thing. I finally had the dentist experience. But before we get to the dentist story, and me going to France to go to the dentist, Did you watch Iran USA, the World Cup, or anything
Oh
happen,
no.
or no?
No, but it was but yeah, let's World Cup. That's no Iran stuff, political stuff continued. Um there was celebrations in the streets for USA, which was
Stop,
I
really,
mean,
what?
man, yeah, not everywhere. That was much more low key than the British. When the British won, that was weird. People with British flag going there
That's
with a
so
motorbike.
stupid.
I saw, but well, I mean, look, I mean, it's all flags. I mean,
Yeah,
everything is stupid. So I'm
that's for
stop
sure.
judging people. But so I've given up at this point.
Mhm.
But no, the American one, it was again American one at this point. It was more funny because social media is like now you have these two camps that are oh no, we should as a strategy we should support the national team, and then there's the other group that as a strategy we should criticize that. And yeah, they came back, and then government had organized the welcoming sort of party for them, and it was so bad. Man, whenever they try to organize anything, like it just looks worse. Everybody was like that, and it was so soulless, so to speak.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
yeah, no,
surprised.
nothing. Yeah, but yeah, World Cup. But Matt, did you hear about what fucking Klinsmann had said?
Oh
Is that
yeah,
what?
yeah, Jesus, yeah, yeah,
What a
yeah.
piece of shit!
He was
I mean,
making no sense. He just made absolutely no sense. It just makes
it was so weird,
from nowhere. It just doesn't make. It's just so stupid. It was like
Matt.
the stupidest thing. So people who don't know, he's this German guy who then also coached
I know him.
The
That's like one
US.
footballer I
Yeah,
know.
and he was also the US coach, and he's also American. And after the Iran, did he make those comments after the Iran USA game or
No,
before that?
during the game, there is apparently I saw the clip there. During the game, there is a referee. There is a fracas of some kind, I assume, and they're talking to the referee or they're going around the referee, and he's saying that you see, this is part of their culture. This is how they do it. They try to bring in things from outside the game. I mean, it's subtitled. He's talking,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I mean,
but
just from
I,
foot, like, I mean, if you forget all
I
like
mean, he had
politics and
nothing to do
all
with
that,
anything.
like from a football point of view, it just from let's say he doesn't know anything. Let's say he's just a complete buffoon in life, right? Which he probably is. Like when it comes to football, players surrounding referees and like arguing and talking is like more common than like, players actually kicking the ball or something, right? So I mean, just like for his brain to
Yeah,
have
that's
like
a good
seen
point.
that and then talked about that, it doesn't make sense on any level except I don't know, some kind of mental challenge
Oh yeah,
or
and
disease and to
he uh,
go
he
or what he thought he was doing. I don't
he
know.
he what's it called? He insulted the coach as well,
Yeah.
Kairosh, or how's his name pronounced in English? Is it Kairosh as
Kairos,
well?
I would say, I think in English.
Kairos? Because it's Portuguese. I thought you
Mm.
might,
In
but yeah,
Portuguese,
he
God knows
insulted,
what
like
they
he said,
say,
it's
but
part of his Caruso. What? Why? This is what we decided.
can't go back now.
It's too late, too late. But yeah, it was just so random that he just made it cultural, the
Yeah,
thing.
no, exactly. So random, and from that kind of thing, which is like the most normal thing,
But
which
man, Iranian nation has once, and this is, I mean, again, I'm becoming such a sort of a chauvinistic fuck since the protest, but again, they prove themselves to be the honorable, the brave nation we always knew. Go to his Instagram, maybe do a screen share. Now it's a good time to do a screen share. Go to his Instagram page, and it's unbelievable. Like he's Klinsmann's, like all the Instagram page pictures, like they have, let's say, I don't know, like 50 comments, 100 comments,
yeah.
whatever. Like whenever he puts a picture, and they're all, oh, Mr. Klinsmann is very nice. Oh, I'm a German that been very proud of you. You're doing well. And then since he said these comments, put Klinsmann, I guess, Instagram or something.
Yeah.
And since he said these comments, all the Iranians online are just every picture. He was, you piece of shit. You should wash your mouth. How's your Nazi grandfather doing with his culture? How's his culture? You
Well,
Nazi
except this
fuck.
piece of shit from Iran. Hope to see German championship. What a fucking loser.
I mean, what a fucking loser. Where are the comments I saw?
Yeah, it's probably from the older games. Oh, they're probably all in here. Yeah, from the older posts from 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, Iranians. I saw screenshots. I must say. Oh, for fuck's sake! What a bunch of losers! I've been proven. What a
Jesus
loser!
Christ.
Christ! I love your game in the Persian. I'm translating some of the Persian. Your help to Iran's earthquake. What help, you fucking idiots? He did it for PR, you idiots. He was taking advantage of you. You're fucking like rape victims who love your rapists. God damn it.
Damn, I love
Oh, wait,
change.
unless you can talk about what that won't be that. Oh, this might have. Anyway. Yeah, the screenshots I saw might have been. Yeah, sorry. I take back the nation. I take back my chauvinistic. You see, that's as soon as you try to be nationalistic, you try to be nationalistic for 2 seconons.
What a piece of shit. Can you fit that in your mother? Are you going to insert that inside your dirty mother?
Oh wow, that's okay.
We Iranians completely agree with your words, but I mean, if anything, he insulted Iranian culture, so he didn't insult the regime or anything. Yeah, so I mean, if anything, he disrespected, Farnud 18.
The people. Fuck Farnud 18, and he deserves it. He deserves it, man. That's why nationalism is. That's why in imperialism. I again sorry to get back to this bullshit. But in imperialism, you have kings who come to power with mercenaries from outside kingdoms because sometimes local people suck. They fucking suck.
You're a disgrace to all Germans. Enjoy your shit. You target 80 million people with your. I mean, just. They're going back to this 2019
I love the Nazi stuff. To be honest, the Nazi stuff is the best because it's equally
Russian
as stupid as he said.
Yeah.
Russian sperm? What? That's weird. But yeah,
the guy next to having fun with dirty mom. Jesus, but no, what I mean,
calm down, everyone.
So stupid on so many levels. The comment. I mean, it's so ridiculous. And it's just shows, man. I mean, you really have to limit. People should only be allowed to talk when it comes to their specialty. Like, you deviate one word, there's someone should, jump in, right? Okay, party's over, cut. like that's it. Oh, you there? Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry. Oh, are you I can hear you, but you're
frozen too. Okay.
Frozen.
You're frozen too. If you want, we can take a half a second and then come back to the dentist and stuff.
Oh, now you're good.
Am I good now? Should we continue?
Okay.
Hello?
Can you hear me good?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, so let's continue. Yeah.
So I have
I just want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that if they do go with your suggestion of only allowing people to talk about their, the subjects that they know, how would you think Like our show, do you think it would become illegalized, or how,
We're
how
all
would you deal with this then?
our specialty is
Because
bullshitting. So
I always that's a okay. If that's why, yeah, if you're transparent about it, I guess it's yeah, it's okay. Transparent, like parody, transparent bullshitting.
But yeah, okay, we're back. And maybe I'll just cut off the last 2 seconds that we talked about. So when you mentioned that, if talking if you talk anything besides what's your quote unquote specialty, and what would happen to us. But yeah, we just talk bullshit, so everything falls under.
No, that's a good answer. I guess, yeah, if you
Talking
say my
bullshit.
expertise is that
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anything. Am I allowed now to talk? And they'll say, okay, now you're allowed. That's good.
Oh, what a dumb piece of shit, that guy. Him and Kanye. Maybe Kanye can get him as his advisor or something. He already got Milo. Kanye should get Jürgen.
Oh,
No, what's his name? No, not Jürgen. His name is what's his name? The coach we just talked
Klinsmann.
about. Klinsmann.
Maybe his name is yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, oh man, do you see the Kanye Tim Poole thing?
Kanye Tim Poole thing. No, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God, pull that up. Just let's see your reaction.
No, I haven't seen that.
Before you talk about dentists, just let's do this quickly. It's amazing.
So what I put, Kanye and Tim Poole?
Kanye and Tim Poole, try not to read the title of the video, because I'm assuming it will be mentioned. They did a video on it, I think. Yeah. The first one, play the first one.
This
Don't
one?
read the title. Yeah.
Je gérais ma trésor sur Excel. J'étais super fier.
Been extremely unfair to you, I think.
Who was they, though?
We can't say they is,
corporate
can we?
press.
I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking
It is
about
them, though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
and because when you think about it, consider it. In
That's the
2018,
What do
you mean
it's
not?
what do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone. I'll say it right now. You guys want to bring that stuff up? And then
Have
think
the
we're not gonna
discussion.
not gonna have a
Like,
conversation.
have the discussion.
Like you think he's gonna come in here and say, "Here's my pain, here's my suffering." I'm gonna say, "I hear you," and then he's gonna say, "And it was Jewish people," and I'm gonna be like, "Okay, but don't you consider?" So I'm not gonna do this. I refuse.
That was, of course, Ye, formerly Kanye West, walking off the set of popular podcaster Tim Poole's show. How about that, Brianna?
Yeah, so this was one of the, if not the.
Man, I haven't watched The Hill in like 3 weeks.
I sent you this video.
Really?
I sent you, and I send you the victim is always I wrote underneath. We talk about it in progressive work, but yeah, I said yeah, man, what do you think? I mean, what a genuine. Oh, by the way, this
Having
also
a
addition to
pomegranate?
our drink. Yeah, it's good.
You've
It
gotten
goes
too
well.
healthy these last 3 months.
Healthy pomegranate is always. I have a lot.
No, I don't.
By the way, this is
While
how
drinking.
you open. You know how to open up a pomegranate? Do you know?
I haven't ate I haven't. Yeah, I don't think I've had pomegranate. So maybe I've had it like here and there a little bit, but no.
No, okay.
No, I
Let me
haven't.
cut the top. I'll show you as I'll talk about Kanye West. But yeah, did you see what a piece of shit he is?
What even happened?
That was a pushback. Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you mean by they? Like, yes. Yeah, I'm out.
And
this is
he's such a poor moron. Oh damn, nice.
Yeah.
He's
But,
just
Kanye
yeah.
or
He's
Tim
just
Poole?
no. I mean, yeah, both of them, but Kanye right now talking. But yeah, just what a confused poor bastard.
And man,
I mean, he's still
imagine
young.
you-
If you're this
you
nuts at the age of 40, I mean, you're cuckoo by the time
Young?
you're 55, 60.
Oh, that okay. From that
I mean-
perspective, he's young. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, you're completely
Okay,
gone
but,
off the spectrum. By the time you hit 50, You're no longer on the
I love how-
spectrum.
I love how in your worldview, by the time you're 50, you're out. It's over. And I agree. I'm halfway there. But no, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, good point. I mean, yeah, to be honest, again, though, I genuinely think this is a good case study. Not that I think it's a big issue. That some people, though, need to be forcibly removed from society. Like,
I mean,
this
like I
is
said, he's
somebody-
not doing any
That
harm
guy
though.
Nick
He's
Fury-
just providing entertainment.
No, he's not. I'm not
Inadvertently.
saying he shouldn't have a YouTube. I think he, by the way, all asylum residents
okay.
should have YouTube channels and should be a freedom of speech for all of them, but they should be in asylum.
I
You
don't know.
under
I think,
supervision.
but this guy, as long as he
I
can't get
mean-
his hands on guns, he can just roam around freely. I mean, whatever.
Oh, well, he can get his hands on guns in America. That's why in
Yeah,
America,
But he doesn't
especially.
seem to be into it
That's-
for some reason. I haven't heard him. I hope that's not something he picks up.
Don't
'Cause
give
he
him
might.
ideas.
Yeah, I know.
Don't start him off on a fucking.
You know, it'll be the craziest thing if in 10 years or something, and this is possible. It won't, because he's very Christian and religious. But imagine if he turns to Islam. Like if he makes that
Oh
switch.
man, he might. So he's turned to
He-
Judaism. Inform a Nation of Islam. His ideas. Nation of Islam shares some of these
Yeah.
Black Israelite ideas. So yeah, that would be great.
could
That would
have-
be great win for me. For me especially, would be a great win
Why?
because I hate Islam, but I like Middle East type thing, and I hate Islamophobia. Islamophobia. Fuck off. Islam. There's no such anyway.
We should just
but
send
yeah, that would be
Kanye
good.
crazy ideas. Have you ever thought of?
What do you think of? What do you think of guns? Any views? He's, I don't know, man. But yeah, it's or okay, not Kanye, but what about the Nick Fuentes, whatever guy who's a Holocaust denier? I mean, what more evidence do you need of someone's mental instability
Yeah.
than I'm openly an anti-Semite? Well, like, by the way, then just returning to our cooking segment. You cut four, you see, you like make 4 cuts. Can you see the cuts?
Yep.
Yeah. And then,
Okay, like
You
an
go, like-
orange.
well, yeah, kind of
Yeah.
basic. And then you open it up with your hands like this. Let me open it up. Jesus.
Okay. And then you're gonna hit it with a
And then
spoon, or
you-
you're just gonna eat out of the.
I don't have a spoon, so I'm just gonna bite it off the things of
Okay.
each slice, I suppose, or something. Or maybe,
Very
yeah, I'm
nice.
not a very, yeah, but it's a good one, man. This is, I must say, it's very it's like bloody red. It's very nice.
Looks nice.
Yeah.
Looks nice. I remember my
I've
uncle
Joe
used to
Rogan
buy
was-
us. Oh my God, Joe Rogan.
What's the
He'll either
protein?
love that or he'll hey, pomegranate. It's the
No, he
greatest
loves
thing.
it.
Vitamin
It's
C,
he loves
D, Z, E. Like,
It's been associated with higher testosterone levels. I'm not fucking
oh my
kidding.
God.
So he's Oh, so if you have 2 pomegranates per day, your testosterone levels hit 17%, and it has been proven in rats that 17% they can do the puzzle twice. Okay, Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Proven in rats. Oh man. I recently saw a good
After they
segment on
did
Joe
2 hours of
Rogan.
sauna, obviously.
I forgot. But is Kanye on Twitter, or did Elon ban him or something? He's not banning people. Is Kanye on Twitter? Man, that
No,
video
man.
that you sent me today, that was funny. I was listening to the sublimation one, and the guy was talking about Twitter. And I love this.
So
He's
good.
like, my article's behind the paywall. So so all these leftists who were like hating on what I didn't even defend Kanye. He's like, I didn't even defend. Sorry, he's like, I didn't even defend Elon Musk.
Defend
And they
Elon
still-
Musk. Got it.
and they still came after me. What's the guy's name? Let me just say the name in case.
Freddie deBoer.
Yeah, so he was on Sublation Media.
He's amazing, man.
Yeah, and
He
this video is
sometimes
good.
goes on Chapo as well.
He goes on
he's-
Bree.
Like
Bad faith.
He goes on Brie as well, yeah. Yeah. But what's it called? He's the only person who seemed to have a genuine, like, realistic understanding of what internet is in the in the people we follow, whatever. Because like, even I have to share the latest Chapo Trap House episode with you before our next episode, because man, they just literally they I mean, it's what it reminded me of when we were reading Adorno school, Frankfurt school again, and Adorno and stuff. And it's like Chapo Trap House are, I swear to God, man, they are modern Frankfurt school. Like, the way they think more than who are they literally inspired by, because it's just like some places they're so right, but then when it sometimes they just go completely mad. I think, like, literally the relationship they have with mobile phones is almost like yeah, it's so weird. It's just so weird that they I don't know, but yeah, Fred deBoer is so good. I thought he was very Sublation Media, man, a whole different fucking level, I think.
And then after that, now the talk with Spence and Leonard, neo-imperialism
Oh
and the
my God.
depolitization. He's like the real, like,
Spencer,
you know, Santa killer
he's
of the left. Like, I mean, he was just so sober in his I mean, everything, I mean, was just crazy. Do you want to anything you want to say about that? Like 1 minute or 30 seconds?
Is it a Spencer Leonard?
Yeah. No, Spencer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
Spencer Leonard. Yeah.
I'm literally just watching Douglas Lain, another interview with him. Yeah. This guy, yeah. Oh my, he's editor-in-chief of Sublation magazine at some point.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the people who I think, and he was in Britain at some point. I think he studied in Britain, so it's very comes from the similar tradition that of the people we talk about and like. But yeah, he's the best. He went on. I think I sent you This Is Revolution as well. In that, he's amazing as well, on France Fanon and all that. But that interview was the only interview that you can see Pascal laugh out loud.
Yeah, really.
He was so impressed with the Spencer guy and all that. But yeah, man, this guy, this is a whole, like, I finally feel like, we found somebody, like, this is like good shit. This guy Chris,
his stuff on like the new left, and like the left is nothing, they have no influence on anything, like what the hell are we even talking about? Like, and he's
more
a
than that,
leftist
since
himself.
60s, since 60s they've been just doing like play acting or doing the same thing over, and like he mentions Iranian Revolution in this, or maybe it's in This Is Revolution. He mentions it that even the revolutions that we had were right wing, which he's right about, unlike most people who, I mean,
no, he would crush people's dreams. Like those people who think that there's like a movement or like a left in the US and stuff. I mean, he'll just like,
it's okay.
He'll just chop your head
I would
off.
say no, but I just I'm disappointed. So sorry I cut off right there, but I was just saying, I was just disappointed in myself for ever thinking, like when you hear somebody talking so soberly, you understand, oh shit, I was wrong about thinking the other media. Like, you can tell, like, what's, like, you could, I should have been able to tell sooner that I, like, a lot of things I wasted my time on. That's all. Like Bernie Sanders movement as a whole, I mean. Like, it did
and
feel
that was
like
the most
a nice shortcut.
Yeah, and that was like the most unique thing ever. But yeah, like, I mean, right now at times, like past 10-15 years.
Well, it did seem like that. I don't know if it was now. Like,
no, I mean, now it's
back.
just, it might as well not have happened.
It looked so different.
Yeah,
it looked so different.
And I feel like you used my word there, shortcut. That was part of my
your
thesis and arguments for 1 month.
For more than since the RJSK interview, I remember. Since that interview, you've been at this. But so I think so I'm a bit disappointed at myself for a second thinking, but whatever.
Watching the incorrect YouTube videos.
Yes, basically.
Just watching the wrong. I'll never
I
watch
am-
this other YouTube video. Much better use of my time.
Basically, that's what I'm really angry about.
Yeah, but no, that's
So what
great
happened
stuff.
at the dentist?
Okay, so two things. One, I want to maybe go back to your whole thing as to why you got very mad when I brought up the dentist thing. But before we get to that,
I didn't get mad. I was just pointing out that you're all leeches. That's not being mad.
I want to understand your reasoning there. But before that, I want to say, I know that you live in Iran, but if you want to go to the dentist, come and go here where I
France.
went to France. It was so cheap. I wanted to tip them or something at the end. I felt bad. I
much?
was like, I know this is what you want, but here's an extra $20. You
For
know, to
the
keep the
road,
lights
you
on,
know?
you know? In
Well,
the
don't
spine
worry,
establishment.
well, no worries. They get their money off of the French taxpayers, so
Yeah, I'm sure there's
I'm
money
sure
coming
they'll be
from
fine.
different, but okay, I mean, again, it's a bit like I said, it's like Geneva is here in a big city, and then 5 minutes after, it's like the bullshit regions of France. So of course things are much
bullshit
cheaper there.
regions?
Not the
Is
bullshit,
that
but
are these the technical term? The bullshit regions,
something like that.
Where the bullshits.
But yeah, of course, it's like a small village or like a villagey kind of like. So I mean, makes sense that it's cheaper there. But I was just shocked at how cheap it was going dentist here. I mean, literally, like based on my calculations, 3 to 4 times cheaper than going to the dentist in Geneva, and it's only like a 10-minute car ride from my house. So I mean, I loved it. I mean, I couldn't believe this for a first-time consultation to see like look at my teeth, and he took an X-ray. He only charged me 60 euros. I mean, in Europe and in Switzerland and stuff, I mean, I think that's pretty cheap.
I'm gonna get my lighter, but I can hear you. 60 euros for what? Can you say it again? For what?
Just for a first-time consultation, he just looked at what was the issue, and then he took an X-ray.
What about how much? Do you know how much is a filling?
And so now they're gonna fix 2 cavities, and they already gave it to me. 2 cavities plus a cleaning, and they're gonna do it for 300 euros, which is like $300 US. But that's for 2 cavities that need to get fixed. Like, I mean, I was just because last year I had like a tooth infection and all that. I mean, it literally cost like 4 or 5 times more than that. It was more serious, but just the first session going in there was like 2 or 3 times just for the person.
300 euros for 2 cavities.
For 2 cavities, gonna fix 2 teeth things, gonna fix in a 40-minute session though, so it's not the craziest thing. But that, and then also the cleaning.
300 euros
for
2 cavities.
The 140 each.
Oh man, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to tell you because I had a cavity done like a year ago. Yeah,
I'm sure in Iran it's cheaper.
It's so fancy, so cheaper. Iran is bad. Don't come to Iran. Iran is awful. It's so expensive.
No, I'm sure in Iran it would have been 1/10 of the
like
price
$10.
of that. Of course.
I mean, look, the
of course.
Power is much like in Iran average salary, but 300 is still a fuckload of money, man. 150 euro for one cavity filling. Like they're going to do a filling, right?
40, yeah.
That's great. That's really expensive,
man. But
man.
we're talking about Europe, though. I mean, things are not comparable. And you know, in
What do you mean?
Switzerland, in Geneva, it
it's
would
a
have
state-owned industry. It's not like what
but shit, just made a big mess. No. But I don't have any of the French insurances, so I'm paying the full price. So when I got there, they're like, "Do you have this?" I was like, "No." "Do you have this?" I said, "No." So I had to pay like.
But wait. Do French citizens are mostly they don't pay as much as you would?
No. They would have paid significantly less, and they would have had insurance. But in Switzerland, there's no such thing.
So you're not a leech. So why do you go there?
Oh, because in Switzerland, dental, there's no insurance, no help or anything. It would have cost like 4 or 5 times more.
Jesus, really?
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
5 times more than 300?
3 to 4 times
like,
more.
let's say 4.
I mean, if I was being very conservative,
euro.
if someone would, shoot me if I was exaggerating, I would say double. But I know I'm for sure convinced it was less than half. I would say 3 times at least cheaper.
No, but no, okay, wow, I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, look, I would have said if it was, I genuinely thought it's gonna be like when you go to France, it's like 20 euros for a filling, like 20 euros processing fee or some shit. You know what I mean? Like I thought it's like that type of thing. Like, you know,
I mean,
when
I guess it would be if you
Americans
had the insurance, yeah.
okay, yeah, if you're dual citizen or something. But this, no, you're not seriously, you're not leeching. But yeah,
But
that's
let's imagine
you're in fact you're being ripped off, to be honest.
No, because I'm still saving money. But how would I be? But in the Europe context, right?
Do you know what's a filling, basically? It's like some sort of construction material they use in buildings. They put a little bit of that in your mouth.
But I mean, just imagine, you know, how much it costs, you know, per hour for just the dentist. I mean, there's that.
How much does it cost? They get the machine. Again, I don't. That's the thing. Like in UK, every NHS. That's the lovely thing about the NHS. Dentists are not part of NHS, but all the equipment are also like government bought them. They own them.
No,
like,
I just meant paying a dentist per hour. I would imagine in
they
Switzerland,
get their education is free.
No, I'm just saying
they get a good pay.
I'm just saying how much it is that they get paid. I'm guessing they get paid like in Switzerland, probably at the very least $75 or $80 an hour at the very least. And I'm guessing even in France.
Oh, no, but that's okay. But yeah, all right.
Yeah,
but,
no, just the price of that. Like wages are relatively high, you know, in these countries.
Yeah, but it's not like their pay comes from their. I mean, this is all going to a state. It's not a private practice, is it? I mean, in France,
I think it is a private practice.
It is. I'm thinking UK, it is like the GPs, but dentists are.
But in Canada, it was the same too, man. These fuckers, like dentists there was so expensive and not covered whatsoever. Because Canada has health insurance just like, you know, the UK, right?
No, it doesn't.
No, it's not the same, but it's free there too. At the point of service, I think.
It is free at the point of use, but it's but it's states differ, I believe, and I think they privatized hospitals. So they started selling off hospitals, if I'm not mistaken.
But there too, dental wasn't covered.
No, dentistry isn't covered anywhere pretty much. And it's it's a big, I mean, in UK, for example, I think they give you a crown, but that's it. That's about it.
That's good. I mean, I'm sure there's a way of differentiating between aesthetic
no, but it
stuff.
won't be even a white, man. It won't be even white. It would be like a metal looking type thing.
But that's so stupid. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's easy to distinguish between aesthetic dental stuff and things that are kind of medical.
I agree. And
I could be there making that judgment. Okay, you aesthetic. Okay, you medical.
The one that can't chew, real. The one that you know.
Or I'll act like the insurance and stuff. They'll be like, okay, go come back in 2 months when you're near death.
That's a good idea. No, but I wouldn't. I mean, to be honest, though, man, even aesthetic stuff, I'm like, it's. I mean, in ideal, I'm talking ideal. It's relative to everything else the government spends money on. It's like almost nothing.
Yeah,
and like. It's let it go, man. And wouldn't you feel better if you go out and you don't see somebody with no teeth? Don't you feel like, I don't understand these rich people. Like, I don't care about anybody else but myself. I feel bad when I see somebody like, you know, dragging their leg on the floor and they have no in them. You know, when you're like buying food, this is not a nice. Anyway.
But okay, so now getting to, but let's say even if there was some state subsidy way that somehow applied to a foreigner going to France, and especially in Europe where I didn't make this up, right? They decided to do a European Union, and they decided that, you know, free flow of people and goods, and you can come and go, right? So I didn't come up with that, right? That wasn't a recommendation of mine or anything.
Oh, you don't agree with that?
No, I don't say that I agree or disagree, but I'm saying that's the system that they have.
Well,
So what would be the issue
that doesn't
anyway?
absolve you.
Going to another country and getting a cheaper service, and
No, it's not
yeah.
about other country. It's about what is the problem with, for example, if let's say a company has a system for, they provide, I don't know, childcare for
Mhm.
their employees, right? And then somebody from another company gets suddenly, because they live next door to this company, they're like, okay, I come once a week, you just come to your lobby, sit there, you know, and I also get to use the benefits. That's it. I mean, it's states in the end are organizations too. It's about what you contribute to the organization and
Yeah.
what you get out of it. And if somebody is not contributing, you could argue within Europe, because of the economic system, I would argue that if you're part of Eurozone, but
Yeah.
Switzerland is not part of Eurozone.
But they have all
You
the
get
other
to print your own
agreements.
money. No, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. You print your own fucking money. So as long as you print fucking money,
But they let all Europeans to come here and work and as they please. I mean, yeah, Switzerland has the best system because they benefit pretty much. They benefit from all the agreements with Europe as they want, but then they keep their own currency
No,
and
to be honest,
monetary.
I wasn't really talking about Switzerland, France thing so much as I mentioned. I think then,
But you
I
were
was
more talking about like
Iranians going to America more thing.
So
And I would Europe is one country really. To be honest,
Yeah.
I don't really see that as a.
But so that you have a
You know what
problem
I
with,
mean?
right?
It's UK.
So Iranians who live abroad, and if they come to Iran. So in Iran, a
Yes.
private dentist practice is subsidized?
Look, man, in every country, what I'm saying, I think people misunderstood what I'm saying because somebody
I'm the
said
only
in
one who's heard.
America
Oh,
it's
okay.
not subsidized.
Oh, okay.
No, but everywhere in the world, medicine is subsidized. All of it,
To an
not just
extent,
dental,
yeah.
but dental too, but all of it, because none of this would, a state, people think a state is like, oh, a state is there, they're planning to do bad thing. A state is a libertarian anarchist state existed. Until like up to like 200 years ago,
Yeah.
all states were kind of like that, pretty much. It was anarchist libertarian style. At some point, we decided to expand the responsibility of states.
Mhm.
And then a lot of people are like, no, private sector can handle it. And they don't want those responsibilities. But it's still like, people point out that if you have Medicare thing, you have it's eventually because of, prevention, because people don't go straight to ICUs, blah, 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 because of these things. So yeah, it's dentistry, like wherever you have doctors, like doctors are never like making money, like it's just all of it is subsidized, all of it, like
Yeah.
like a state. It's just who benefits from the subsidy is the question. 5 people in Washington or in Tehran, or 50 million poor people. That's
Yeah.
the question. Who's gonna benefit? Like, that's the thing with Iran or Soviet Union or China, the countries that claim sometimes to have socialist policies. It's like, yeah, we are giving these people this money to the people. How are you giving it to the people, dear leader? Well, I'm giving it to this foundation, which is run by my cousin. And then my cousin is gonna share it so fairly among every individual. They're gonna be like Cam, your share, then your, and then it's nobody's like, yeah, we are stealing the money.
Yeah.
We are actually taking your money and running away. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean by subsidized. Is like the infrastructure needed for hospitals, like roads, like
Yeah, so like they let like a
to...
private company build a hospital without paying taxes for like the first 5 or 10 years. So the subsidy goes like
no, man,
to the private person.
Contractors. They contract it out. They give them loans, car industry. Car industry is all that. Every 10 years they go bankrupt. They come back to U.S. government, and U.S. government bails them out, and they go back again. And what is subsidy? This is, to me, subsidizing. There's, what I'm saying? It's like,
for sure.
yeah, just keep busy, guys, for another 10 years. Let's do this. So it's,
For sure.
and, and by the way, it's necessary. Roads every like 5 minutes you have to re-asphalt roads.
Yeah.
If they're used a lot. So it's not like I'm saying it's all like bad, it's evil. It's just how, that's why people who want to make government efficient or government profitable are just, I mean, that's not what government is there. Like, it's against everything it's supposed to be. Like, it's supposed to be as in what I like it to be, not like, anarchists would say that I'm giving you I'm lying, and always the state has been created to protect the elite against the. I would disagree, but
anarchist. I would like to see one in real life.
Chomsky.
I don't know if I've ever. I mean, he claims. I know every now and the only time the word anarchist comes out of his mouth is when you specifically ask him, "What do you consider yourself?" Then he'll mention anarchist. If not, listen to his presentations. This, that never comes up, but like. It's his thing, as if it's like his sports team or favorite football team.
No, but it's clear when somebody is criticizing everybody like Chomsky does, they either usually end up anarchist or libertarian. So
but they can be leftist.
Because he's left wing.
He could be a socialist.
No, leftist. No, left. But he's anti-Stalin. He's anti-civil rights.
But he's not anti. Is he anti like Medicare or like, let's say, healthcare?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. So how is he an anarchist?
Medicare. He's
besides the fact that he claims to be one.
Local communities, the small local communities. I forget what was 100,000 or something at max. They must be like the final authority. That's it. I agree with. I need to look that up. That's a good point. That what if the local authority decides that we're gonna let the sick people die? I guess he would believe in a sort of a minimum. He believes in sort of human rights or some kind of a equivalent sort of bench, like minimum guarantee. So
I guess
I
don't know what anarchism is. I mean, if you go and ask like people who like just know him like that, and you tell him he's an anarchist, I don't think they'll be like, "What? Really?" Like, I don't know. You just assume he's a leftist.
Well, left anarchism is a leftist thing, though. I would say, man,
but
that's
anarchism is big. Leftism
Spencer,
is big government, though. No, like socialism is having
a
decent sized government.
Not in '90s, not in late '80s, '90s, and early noughts, man. And Spencer Leonard, was it, or Spencer Lee? Talks about it on Sublation Media, man, that I would say when I was going to university and when the anti-war movement was big in early noughts, that I can specifically remember, but from my very limited memories from '90s as well, like Kosovo and all that shit, it was anarchists that were the
interesting,
like especially grassroots. You could say this, maybe the academics and stuff were different, but everybody was this sort of anti-hierarchical. I know it's a bit stupid, but the stereotype that Peterson and all these idiots make of the left, that they're anti-hierarchy, and that was them. And that's, by the way, why I genuinely think, this is psychoanalyzing myself, I think that's why I hated the left at the time and I became right wing, because I hated all this hippie dippy shit, that only if people came together and the governments are all bad, and you have, it's just, in my opinion, it's basically not taking a side. I
guess that's before my time. And that kind of
reminds me. No, we are same age.
I know, but before
political time.
That kind of reminds me. Did Leonard Spencer guy actually say something about the Occupy Wall Street movement? Is he the one who said, like, they were all about, not having any structure and being about everything and anything? Is that him who was saying that this week, or was I listening to somebody else?
No, it might have been him. But Chris Catrone, I think, says a similar thing.
Or maybe him. Yeah, listen to both of
them.
And
yeah, I think it was him, probably. I think maybe this was on This Is Revolution or something. He said that.
Yeah.
Because they talk more about the legacy of. Man, this is. I have to subscribe to fucking Patreon of this fucking Sublation magazine. They're so good, man. I know they have psychoanalysis, which is whatever, but it's so good. It's a different fucking game. And This Is Revolution sometimes, not always. But Yeah,
Should
it's
we
just
switch gears and go talk about one or two other things? But
yeah. Let's move on
but
to. It's actually not. I mean, we talked shit about the left, but let's talk some. I mean, that's why I kind of don't want to even talk about leftist stuff anymore, man. Let's talk about somebody who has power or they're making some. Do you want to talk about some rich people? Weird fucking rich
yeah,
people,
for
man.
sure. Yeah, but before we get that, actually, this would be a good segue. This week, I replaced Seinfeld with Dragon's Den. Every now and then, I go back to this Dragons, and that's about rich people giving money to entrepreneurs and stuff. And it's such comedy, man. It's just so funny. They
You know
ask
that
the same.
what's
I love that
his
show. It's too
name?
good.
That's it. You know, I always associate always these shows, Dragon Theory for people who don't. I think in America they call it Shark Tank.
Shark
Yeah,
Tank, yeah,
the
that's
British
that's
one
an
is Dragon's
American
Den.
one. No, Dragon's Den, there's British. Apparently, the
Yeah.
original was Japanese. There's Canadian. There's all kinds. It was older. It's much older than Shark Tank, but yeah, Shark Tank in the US with Mark Wahlberg and stuff. No, not Mark Wahlberg. What am I saying?
The
That
uh,
billionaire guy. I forgot.
w-
The
the-
kind of cool guy.
not cool asshole rich. Not Lopez, but Cuban.
Yeah,
Mark
Cuban.
Cuban.
Yeah.
Oh, Dragon's Den was original. Is the original Japanese name is also Dragon's Den?
Good question. I mean, I'm getting this from like 12 years ago.
Because it
when
probably is. It's just fucking, hey man, I told it's like this stealth thing. In America, everything is like there has to be like, no, we can't. We have to Shark Tank. Why can't just?
I know Dragon's Den is such a it's a much better sounding name.
I know, right? Because sharks can't be in a fucking tank.
Yeah, based upon the original Japanese series. They're the first. Now they've probably
Okay.
moved on to like a manga version or something. I don't know.
No, Japanese.
It was created in
Man,
2001.
Japanese, they have everything all the time at once, like the movie. It's like they have like a 60-year manga series. They also have a 30-year-old TV show based on the manga series. There's also a series of films produced by a different sorry.
Oh, but look at
Different
this.
studio or
Wow. This even goes more with your theory. So Shark Tank is the American franchise of the international format Dragon's Den. So it actually belongs to Dragon's
my God,
Den.
copyright.
But
It
someone
doesn't
was
belong.
No, it does, right? It's the American franchise, yeah.
That's man. I will man.
Okay, all right. We got caught off there again. Now we're back. But yeah, I think I was saying no, they are. It says it's a franchise of Dragon's Den. So they just changed the name for the US, I guess.
Oh, franchise off. I thought it's an
Yeah.
American franchise. You said based on the Dragon's Den.
No. It's the American
that's what it is.
franchise
Okay,
of the
sorry.
international format Dragon's Den.
Okay, all right. But yeah, how come? Do you enjoy it, or are you
Yeah,
watching
man,
it
it's
as a
really
sort of
fun.
punishment? Or
No. I mean, the English one, the characters, some of them are. I mean, there's this lady who's really good. There's this, I don't know. It's just
I know.
so good. And like some people, I mean, there was this one.
I know
I
the
was
tall
tempted
guy,
to
you know.
send. Yeah, I was tempted to
Oh my
send it
God.
to you, but I didn't. I don't think you liked it. But there's this lady who comes on, and
No,
you feel
send it.
bad about her, though. Like, I mean, you
No,
feel
send.
bad
I
about
like
her.
those. I prefer these to those weird shorts you sent me, which I have no idea how to react. Is this funny, or is this a mystery I have to solve? Is there a murder happening?
Where's the video? For you, that doesn't even count as a video. Like, okay, moving photo, interesting. No, but there's this one lady, oh my God, it's so bad. She comes on and she wanted to create like handymen, but who are women. So that's her service. But then she's just like so funny. She just says like, she's like, yeah, men can't be reliable. You can't trust them. So the investor guy, this was pretty smart. He goes, well, if men are unreliable and untrustworthy, why would you believe if I tell you that, yes, I'll invest in your company? Why would I hold my promise? And then she's like, oh, no, but you as an investor,
You're
I would
different.
believe. It was, he got her really well.
But
The
that's actually not a bad business idea. It's actually a pretty good business idea.
No, she should have just like owned it and be like, no, listen, some people like women to come and do handyman, and that's what it is. But no, she was like, bring back some
what kind of
family
handy?
value. Yeah, and then she got a bit thing. She's like, hand will come and like we'll paint your house and these kind of things. And then it's like, well, do
No,
your
you
people
know
have
who would-
licenses? They're like, no, we don't have license. He's like, well, I mean, that kind of sounds dangerous. She's like, no, but we do minor stuff. So yeah, she had really not thought it it through properly, and she
But
didn't
it's a
own
good
it.
idea. In my experience, and this is half totally half. There is some, I think, research, but I think there is a tendency, for example, for a lot of female people, I guess, female people, is that what you call them? But
Females.
they tend to be quite, I would say they tend to be as conservative or more conservative than men. And a lot of them, for example, I know a lot of women who look for maids or cleaners in homes. There's men who are cleaners, but they don't like I know a guy who is a man who who does anything, and they don't want him though. They don't want a man, inside their house or inside their room. They don't want a man cleaning their room or something. Or there is in Iran with the Ubers, you have a female driver option, and a lot of women use the female driver option. They
no,
feel
I mean
safer,
that one especially makes sense. Exactly. I mean, she should have just owned it though, but she kind of tried to go like down this weird route that just like insulting kind of men too much and all that, and then so it just made it really easy for the dragons to mess with her.
Don't call them. Don't play their fucking game. They're not dragons. They would piss their fucking pants in front of a real dragon. They invested in some fucking right stocks at the right time.
The show is so funny. Usually it's something like this. They're like, so you've sold 5,000 pounds worth of these pennies and you're evaluating your business at $3.5 million. Tell me, how did you get here? That's like half the show is always this. And then they're like, well, with your expertise, we will get there. And then they always use this. They're like, so you're asking me to pay to become an investor and then also do all the work for you? They're like, no. That's not it. It's always like the same formula. It's as if you're watching a sitcom.
Because these shows, I hope these shows have helped to some extent to reveal that it's the original idea concept. Oh, somebody will have an original idea. Such a bullshit. All of businessing is like, how much you can get your name out there.
Exactly. And all of them are also, exactly. How unique is it? They're all like, okay, so do you have an IP on this? Or they're like, no. So like, what's stopping another person to do it? Well, they're like, yeah, nothing. And then they move on to the next one. That's all they always care about. That's their other question. Do you have this trademark? No. Okay, bye.
Okay, I just trademarked it on my phone. Goodbye now. If you do this, I'll sue you, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, okay, so
Anything
you're
else,
degenerating. That's
Oh, I watched the Danish movie that you recommended. I didn't love it as much, but I was good entertained for half of it, but it wasn't like as like dark and intense and shit as it could have been in some ways, although it was. It wasn't like a thriller aspect to it or like more fun. Yeah, it lacked something.
I agree, to be
it
honest.
lacks something.
I
I
think
don't
it
know
should have
what.
been funnier a bit. But then again, maybe I don't get the sort of Northern European sense of humor. I don't know. But
No, that's
yeah,
that's a
the
fact. I
ending is a
mean,
really good ending.
what
Yeah.
happens at the end again?
Gets drunk and dances with the girls or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that guy goes a full-out
Nice.
alcohol.
So it was great. But no, it was I mean, it was one of the better artistic European movies. It was one of the more tolerable ones, shall
And it
I
had a
say.
big actor
Like,
in
you
it.
know, yeah,
The main
sure.
guy.
But I thought you would love it much more than I do, though. I really thought.
No, I was really into it at first, but then halfway through, I was like,
I don't know. I feel like you love these like normal drama movies much more than I do.
Yeah.
Do you? You know what I mean? Like you're not into genre that much.
except thrillers and like, murders and
that's-
these kind of things, kind of.
Murders, not even thrillers, man. You're not that much into like you are into again family thrillers. Like like somebody cheated on someone.
Yeah. Oh, great plot. I love it. If you can get
Someone's
another family
pregnant.
member entangled, now that's a great movie. Bring in a cousin or a sister, dad. Yeah, did the dad sleep with the same ever since the kid? Now we have a movie.
So grandma is coming to visit this weekend. Oh, then what's gonna happen now? Who knows?
And they have to live in
So,
a big
yeah,
house where Nicole Kidman
Yeah.
is all there by herself. Now Oscar. Now it's worthy of an Oscar.
or a ghost
What? Oh, wait, you got cut off.
of somewhere. Fair enough.
Well, I didn't hear that. You got completely cut off. Okay,
Yeah, no,
hello?
sorry. After
Yeah.
you said, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right. No, after you said Nicole Kidman, I just said or she's she's all alone or she's some kind of ghost.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
exactly.
I just laughed.
Ghosts
So
are
yeah,
all
no, I didn't say it. It's just-
like 50% of her movies take
But,
place in a
yeah,
big White House. That's the
She's
the
no, there is
setting.
a truth that there is a perfect late 90s to like 2010 when she just starts acting in these weird erotic psycho
Yeah.
thrillers of some like it starts with the best one, which is Eyes Wide Shut by Kubrick. Have you seen that, by the way? Really? Well, wow,
I know
I'm
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh.
I've seen a bunch of his movies.
no, but I'm
Eyes Wide
considering you
Shut
haven't
is decent. At least 2 or 3 times. It's decent.
2 or 3 times. I've only seen it 1.5, to be honest. Like the second half, like it was like fast forwarding a lot. Like it's my one of least Kubrick film.
Yeah, it's his
like,
last one, right?
least- Yeah, he didn't even get to completely finish editing, I believe.
Mm.
But I'm not a Kubrick is one of those weird guys who I love his like ideas, but some of like at least.
So
He
what
could
did
have
he
used-
make? Clockwork Orange and Shining and what else?
A lot of
Big ones.
Paths of Glory,
Odyssey, I haven't
uh,
seen. Paths of Glory,
2001
haven't seen.
Odyssey. What's so many? Barry Lyndon. No. Oh, Doctor Strangelove. Have you seen Doctor
Yeah,
Strangelove?
but I can't really recall it.
That's-
Yeah, should watch it again. The one I've seen the most is probably Clockwork
Definitely
Orange.
will watch it now because now politically. Really? Okay. Well, how? Okay. What do you think? Do you love that or like you enjoy that, as they say?
Yeah, it's really fucked up. Like the whole from the milk bar scene to when they go and like they go and rob those old people and rape them and all that. Like
Attack the
Yeah. The settings and visuals and videography are just amazing.
No, right.
And
Yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, Eyes Wide Shut. That guy at the end though, the really like rich guy at the end who tells Tom Cruise what it's all about and shit. Great stuff.
I think you mean the main guy, the main guy the rich guy
Yeah.
who was his friend.
Yeah.
He was his doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay, but all right, that's very interesting. I mean, yeah, I would say Clockwork Orange is considered more of a favorite
Mhm.
than, yeah. I mean, I like Shining, obviously, is great. Paths of Glory, I think, is very under.
Yeah, I've never
You've
heard
seen
of
that?
that. No, never heard of Paths of Glory.
Oh my God. I think Full Metal Jacket is the best way.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket. Yes, I've seen. No, I said Paths of Glory.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paths of Glory
Oh, true. You made Full
amazing.
Metal
Paths of
Jacket as
Glory
well.
is Paths of Glory is about World War One or two, I forget, but the French and there are some soldiers who deserted and then they're gonna great. It's Kirk Douglas. But yeah, man, Full Metal Jacket, I forgot. Full Metal Jacket is probably I would say his most fun film to watch.
Mm.
His most watchable film, I would say.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time.
But
So Eyes Wide
Barry
Shut.
Lyndon,
Yeah,
I
that's
love the book so much.
But nice. These are some good movie recommendations. And yeah, so we spoke about Eyes Wide Shut, some rich people. So I guess should we segue to your story after that?
Yeah, sure. I would say Eyes Wide Shut, in my view, has the best title there has ever been. Like for a movie or like it is the best.
It's a good one.
Eyes Wide Shut is so good. It's so good. I hate that he used it, because if somebody shitty used it, you could have used it again, but because he's so iconic, you can't. It's almost like, and it's not in my view, it's not his most interesting movie or whatever.
But I think most people agree with that. That is just too erotic for no reason. Times, like, I don't know, just like too, like, I don't know, just like too sex obsessed. I don't know, with Nicole Kidman and all that. I don't know.
That's the thing. No, actually, it keeps changing. That was the original reaction in 90s. But in 90s, man, everybody was weirdly. I'm sorry, but everybody's such a weird bunch of pussies. Because, like, have you seen the movie? I just watched it recently, actually, like a year ago. It's like the most mild thing. The most the most revealing thing you see is like Nicole Kidman's tits. That's it. It's like nothing's. You don't see a penis anywhere.
That's true.
Just, like you don't see
which now they do. True. I'm watching White Lotus, and yeah, in that you see.
It's comedies they do. Yeah, it's a very. But the Eyes Wide Shut is one of those movies that, is connected to conspiracy theories a lot as well. So people keep like some people say it's extremely deep. Some people say no, it's just a very shitty, like, bourgeois film.
I wouldn't say it's very deep. I don't know. Maybe I have to watch it.
Oh well, I would say it's probably very deep in a Kubrickian way, but doesn't mean it's good. Deep doesn't equal good, in my view.
Fair enough. But okay, nice stuff. Shall we move on to one or two more segments? Do yours, and then and then maybe I'll bring up one more thing.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't have much, to be honest, like prepared or anything. Oh, I'm still reading Umberto Eco's book, Prague Cemetery, and man, it's such a good companion to his work. I have Foucault's Pendulum. Foucault's Pendulum was from a point of view of people who were cynically creating a conspiracy, and this one is from a point of view, sort of a conspiracy theorist who's cynically yet sort of with excuses for himself is doing a sort of doing a conspiracy. So it's such a weird, good companion book to each other. So that's fun. Well, besides that, I wanted to tell you about the rich people, man.
But yeah, hold on. We'll come back to this.
No, to be honest, it adds to my thesis that there is nothing new under the sun, as they say, and it's just, the history repeats itself. It rhymes, type of thing. Chapter Trap House guys had this segment. Let me just show you this segment. I'll share screen with you. Say share sound. Okay. They had this segment on these rich people that are trying to do eugenics. You know what is eugenics?
What is it? To stay young or live forever or like fix your face or something?
Do you know what's? Can you hear me?
Kind of heard, but I forgot actually what it is. Yeah.
No, yeah, basically to improve like human genes through genome, gene through selective breeding is what was the original thing, and now they're trying to wait, Chapter Trap House, what eugenics, rich people. Now there are these families funded by Peter Thiel, you know, the blood bag guy from Silicon Valley type thing, and they're trying to, you know, it's the same thing that Elon Musk also talks about. The sort of, you know, they're worried that the population is going to go down or some shit, and they kind of want to do what Genghis Khan type thing did, that Chapo guys refer to that. You know, they say to this day 18% of people are what's it called, are descendants of Genghis Khan because he had so many wives and descendants, I suppose. Which, by the way, I'm not sure if it's scientifically true. But, oh, here we go. Let's just hear a bit.
Chapo Trapas love this kind of stuff. Not that
over the last couple weeks of the show too. I mean, this is a story
Sorry?
that deals with Sam bank run fraud. This is a story that deals with Elon Musk paying his employees to bear his children. This is a story that deals with Jeffrey Epstein trying to freeze his brain and balls so that he can be an immortal sort of stud horse for the rest of eternity. This is an article that was in Business Insider last week. Headline: billionaires like Elon Musk want to save civilization by having tons of genetically superior kids. Inside the movement to take control of human evolution, by Julia Black. So, yeah, it's okay. So, like, a movement to take control of human evolution. I wonder how this will turn out. So the article focuses on this very sort of ambitious, I don't know, Thiel-sponsored couple and their attempts to sort of gamify human reproduction to ensure that their superior genetic stock dominate the human race in the millennia to come. So I'm just going to begin here.
Basically,
sitting in their toy-filled family room on a sunny September afternoon.
Like 8 kids, and then they're trying to convince their kids to commit to like a 8-kid policy as well. And if they say if you have 8 kids for 11 generation, then we'll be able to really like affect like the gene pool.
Really? It kind of sounds like, you know, if like you recycle it kind of sounds like, you know, if you recycle 2 bottles or something, you're going to be saving the environment.
I mean, it's
the maths don't add
growth.
up. Okay, 8 plus
it does add up. 8 no
it would have to add up for a while.
No, 11 11 generations. So, you know, that's
very long-term planning. I don't think I don't think humans are allowed to plan for that long. It's like 2 to 3 years max.
They're trying, but
next
it's
week
just so
maybe.
Funny. But this is like, I love how they think this genetic thing is such an original thing that they found out about. That, oh, this genetic and all that. I mean, this is specifically regarding Iran. It's a funny one because look at these. Because this is exactly what has been going on since, like, I don't know, in
But they did
Vietnam,
it at the
it's
country
also a thing.
level. That's different in Iran.
No, not at a country level. No, man. Qezelbash. This was Qezelbash, for example. They were famous military order that basically brought about to power, what's his name? Safavid dynasty. And this is very common, especially in Eastern Asia, like Vietnamese and all that. All of it worship, ancestor worship, to be the idea that somebody from your ancestor or some specific person is like God and their blood is holy. What is genetics? It's the same fucking thing. Is that something is in their blood? For example,
I'm willing to
let me
bet
see
anything that 50 or 70% of Elon's kids will be as disappointing as your average middle-class New Yorker who goes to university. All the people that Elon Musk hates.
What?
Jesus.
I don't get...
Nothing. I'm just saying
What
Elon
is...
Musk kids will not be any special. Most likely, most of them
Oh
will
no,
just
not
be your
I mean, of
average
course,
Joe.
if not worse, because of his involvement. But and they, but no, where was the belief thing comes from? But yeah, I can't find it in the Wikipedia page. But it's literally we're going back to the holy bloods and holy men and say. And I do genuinely, in a way, I am actually sympathetic to some of the ancient beliefs of, the savior and the one. I hate, that's one of the reasons why I hate the books Dune. I think it's such an idiotic fucking understanding of an idea of Messiah. But then you hear about these people and you're like, okay, maybe people are actually that fucking stupid. Like,
What's your you listen to a lot of Chapo Trapas. I know this is not your favorite subject, but what's your latest read on Elon Musk? I know what they've been saying. Man, I open my Twitter. Every time I open my Twitter, he's the first tweet up there. How much time is this guy putting into like writing
I think
tweets?
I think Chapo guys are kind of right that he's basically like, it's a I mean, they were wrong and I was wrong about the whole money. I genuinely thought he was not going to buy Twitter.
Yeah.
But now I'm convinced he's just an idiot on an ego trip. And I think, he's just an idiot on an ego trip. And probably because he's money laundering or because some people think he's some sort of like useful media figure, they keep him afloat. They keep lending him money. But that's my read. I mean, I have no idea. Whatever. Yeah. Man, I agree with Freddie deBoer. I don't think he's the worst.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He made such a good point,
Saudi
right?
royal family is equally bad.
Yeah. Freddie deBoer made such a good point. So yeah, Elon Musk is bad, but those previous elites who owned Twitter, let's stand up, lads. Just some top-notch guys.
They're cutting off a journalist into Twitter is
I mean, it's just that stupidity in whatever that like upper middle class is that they're obsessed with Twitter is one of the funniest things.
I would say there has to be something said about, like, in movies. Have you when you see a movie, there is like bad guys that are not that bad, but constantly you're nothing. Then there is a bad guy, doesn't talk much, does his own shit. He's all like much worse. Like he's like, I don't know, he's trading children organs or something. I'm sorry, but the one that is quiet is more appealing. I get it.
Oh, more appealing and more dangerous.
More appealing and more dangerous. Yeah. And I like to, if I'm gonna be dealing with a monster, I like my monster to not make so much fucking noise at least.
Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up.
No, I mean, just the fact that like Elon Musk, I know like somehow on paper he's like richer than Jeff Bezos. But I mean, just like that guy was pointing out, he was like, Jeff Bezos is just doesn't have anything to do with richness, but he owns Washington Post, which has such a good
has
image in that,
legitimacy.
legitimacy and all that. Like, Elon Musk looks like, he's like an earthquake or like, one like issue with like cars away from like being broken on the streets and having to stay at Amber Heard's house. I mean, I don't know. That's just like that's just how I see it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know.
See, no, I would
One
say
of those
they're
wildfires in California.
equally.
He's like, okay, now I'm officially homeless.
Sorry, today the moon came out too early. Too many cars have we are over. It's over.
I don't know.
Okay?
Sometimes I just get those kind of vibes from him nowadays.
I mean, look, he's not a real rich person, I would say, like, like Jeff Bezos is.
Because because Jeff
I
Bezos
would
has
say, like,
cashed in on those stocks,
or
right? I think he has
the
like
Saudi princess.
yeah.
He has people working for him. He can't forget about like assets or actual things. He has an operation. You know how much that is? The reason why, again, we talked about it, like they subsidize car industry. Why? Because there is people hired, people engaged in work. It's an industry that introduce, like, causes other industries to be active. Elon Musk, how many people does he hire? Like 5? Like,
he's like close to doing all the admin work soon at Twitter. He's like, okay, we fired the admin people. So any HR questions, if you could come to me.
That's exactly what that's what the Chapo guy said, that he's become the HR person for Twitter. So, sorry, sir, what's the problem? Somebody, is your freedom of speech in danger? I'll fix it.
He's like, okay, yeah, we can look into that. Yeah, the cafeteria. Yep, I've heard that complaint.
Yes, sir, yes.
Write that down. Yeah,
but no.
And your key card doesn't work downstairs. Okay, yep, no problem.
I'm sorry, the toilets are plugged.
Guy, but yeah, we'll have a plumber coming in next week. I've heard. Same guy. He works at Tesla. Same guy. He does all our plumbing in China branch.
He has 70,000. Tesla has 70,000 employees. That's not actually low. That's much higher than I thought.
But they manufacture stuff, of course. He's gonna have people because they manufacture.
They have one factory, man. Yeah, my dad was a manufacturer, man. It was 40 people in the factory.
No, they have multiple factories.
It was a workshop.
No. He has. I mean, they're assembling cars. You need people to assemble cars, as much as AI and robots and all that you hear.
No, I know, but
anytime I see footage, it's like a man with some electronics putting the hood on.
7 factories all over the world. Oh, okay. No, all over the world. Okay, fuck that. Yeah, because the factory
so probably half of them are in China. Yeah.
Like, in grand scheme of things, it's not 70,000 is spread across. It's not many. Okay, that makes more sense.
I mean, he's probably yeah. I mean, for someone whose company is public, he probably has a lot of shares compared to other companies that go public. Do you get what I mean?
Is Tesla public?
I believe, yeah.
I think
no, Tesla's public. No, Tesla's public for sure. So that's where all his money comes from. So he has all those shares.
He doesn't like. I know. That's you're right. Shares. Yes, you're right. Yeah. But he says he doesn't like public. Sorry. Mixed up what
he says a lot of things, but
yeah.
But, so I mean, the shares, but I would say the cars are not absolute shit. Now, whether he will be able to survive once the full move to electric cars is imposed by governments, I don't know. But maybe just to wrap up, a little bit of geopolitics fun. Did you listen to the Mearsheimer interview I sent you with Unheard?
Oh yeah, yes, I did. Yeah.
I mean, he was saying a lot of things that I agree with and all that, so I was enjoying. But halfway through, it kind of hit me that he's so theoretical. I mean, like not one thing. I mean, he did a few things were interesting where like, like he's like following the actual developments, and he made some good points about the number of troops that the Russians have deployed, and how far you can go with that. That was interesting. And that was until halfway through, of course, where he suddenly lost his mind when he came to Thailand. I mean, sorry, not Taiwan, and just like went off like, although it stuck to his theory, which was that China's a superpower, so Americans can never allow a superpower to become stronger than them and all that. But he went suddenly cuckoo.
I think, to be honest, I mean, to me, it's a bit annoying because let me give you a bit of a sort of background. Or Mearsheimer, Stephen Walt, Kenneth Waltz, all these people that have come up with this realism, school of international relations. All of their whole thing is basically that the states act based on their own national interest, right?
And that states are the most powerful actors, which I'll give them that.
Yeah. Well, not everybody. That's the thing. Like they say liberals don't agree with that. Liberals do agree with that. Liberals just think that shouldn't be the case. They think there should be other. Anyways, but the father of realist school of thought in international relation was, yes, who? Somebody who I talk about a lot, and I always say I love him a lot.
Perry Anderson?
Like him a lot. Love him. It's a bit of a strong. No, but older. Historian also.
Gorvid, no, right?
No. Orwell? No, fuck Orwell.
No, Gore
No,
Vidal.
Orwell.
No.
Gore, but Orwell hated him.
Mm.
Orwell put him on his blacklist. On the blacklist he wrote for MI6.
He's too funny, man. This Orwell guy is too funny.
He had a fucking list of people. E.H. Carr.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the father of realist school of thought. But then he was also a Marxist. He would become like as a historian. He's all actually mostly known for his history of Soviet Union. And it's just, you see, as you say, these people are all just like liberals. They're completely captured by fear. They have they cannot, like a Stephen Walt, watch the Stephen Walt interview. We discussed it a couple of months ago. And they don't understand how politics actually works. And they call themselves realists.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, what they are is basically, they're 100 years always behind, or so. They're kind of like, where he says Russia and China always tell me, why doesn't America align itself with us? And I agreed with them. Yeah, of course you agreed with them because you don't really understand politics. Because if realism only works if you look at the word like from a very top to if the word is flat, you're looking at a flat surface and these vertical things are clashing like that, It's not like that. Every society is a complete fucking mayhem on itself, In Russia, there is all these forces. In America, there are all these, and he's like, I don't understand. And I love that the people say that he predicted he didn't predict shit.
I mean, he was he was very like that, like in his 2000 and whatever 15, 16 lectures that surface everywhere. They were kind of better than this, and I don't know, more.
They were better. I disagree. They were explaining the Russian point of view, which is like what Obama, by the way, was pretending on TV until he was president, at least. What's that? What is that? It looks nice. What is that? Come on, what is it? Lager?
Yeah, we'll wrap up with this little story.
Anyways, distracted.
Sorry.
But
Realism,
yeah.
you were saying Obama?
No, but the thing that the reason why I say they don't predict shit is that and Obama pretend on TV, but people like Obama always pretend they're realists, and that's why realists are always like, I don't understand. Why did this war happen? Why did that war? Because guess what? Financial interests come ahead of, like what is like that's the thing. They cannot comprehend that there is no fixed state interest. Like they don't get that.
And he was
simply
so
don't
like
get that.
that reminds me actually. I mean, I would have made this criticism so much to somebody else. With him, I give a leeway, but it was Putin this, Putin that. Putin, do you think Putin would have thought that? Oh no, Putin thought this. Did you not realize that? Like all of Russian government, it was all down. Maybe he was doing it on purpose a bit, and he didn't mean it in that critical way, but he just kept on saying Putin this.
No, I agree
Putin
to
that.
an extent. Yeah, no, I agree to an extent. Yeah, exactly. No, because in there, like Putin is not an idiot. Of course, he's not like an idiot. Like in the cartoonish when CNN shows him, but he's also like kind of an idiot, like Trump type figure. These are he's not some people think he's like he's a fucking thug. He used to be a member of fucking KGB. What kind of people do you think join this type of organization or as a torturer in chief or something? It's just so yeah. He talks about Viktor Orban, and that part was just hilarious. The part where he's like, I talked to Viktor Orban and he thinks nationalism is against liberals. And I tell him, no, nationalism, I think there is a space where it's just these captured by fury and like they're chill, like Viktor Orban is, nationalism, Viktor Orban is he's a mafia, Hungary is a mafia state.
Halfway through that video, it really hit me. He was just going on theory heavy. And his anecdotes, I mean, like his non-theory stuff were like, you remember in 1964. So it was
Kennedy, where is Kennedy
it was like
today?
Practical. It was like, theory based on
and by the way,
history
what
in the
said,
past.
But he said, I think nationalism can be a very strong force. I agree with that. Nationalism can be a very strong force. But again, it shows he's like, they keep saying states. And sorry, this is getting I'm getting angry because it's personal from university years. Because you're like, a state is the most important thing. A state is the most important thing. Motherfucker, which state? When you're talking about the reason why your theories worked during Cold War and the word made sense to you was because in reality there were basically 3 or maybe 4 a state. There was Soviet Union, there was America.
No, you're so right. Yeah, very good point.
Then there was China and maybe India and Iran, you could say, maybe, right? So it worked then. But what about now? Like, what about France? Is France independent from America? What about Hungary? Is Hungary independent? Italy, sorry, from Russia? What the fuck are you talking? Like, you don't understand transnational nature of international politics. And you call yourself realists and you lay claim to the inheritance of E.H. Carr. I'm sorry, but seriously. Like, Jesus. That's what gets me pissed off, because E.H. Carr is the guy. And even Kenneth Waltz, I would put a big difference between Kenneth Waltz, I think, from his writings, and Stephen Walt and Stephen Mearsheimer. I think he was more realistic in a real sense, not in a specific sense. So sorry,
Yeah, no, and I mean, a lot of his explanation in the beginning was just like, the typical stuff that you hear. It wasn't very insightful, which is that NATO was moving here. What do you want them to do and all this, which was all fine. But then,
if their theory had any predictive capability, America would have not moved after 1999 expansion. They would have probably not expanded. If there was any predictive ability to realist theory.
What would you say then?
Because it was not in America. It's only in the interest of a very
Mm.
How do you define
Oh yeah,
America?
it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not in the
Pentagon
interest
or
of the state.
Pentagon
Yeah.
or like you know, some poor person, some shop
Yeah.
owner in I don't know, California. You know, whose interest
Yeah.
are we fucking talking
Yeah.
about, right? They're the same as liberal. They are liberals, you know. They're just liberals that are slightly more cynical, so they pretend that they are predictive abilities. All they're doing is providing another normative discourse of, oh, this is wrong, this is right, which ethics. Fuck off, I don't care. I really like, if I want to know about ethics, there are like, I wouldn't like look into politics per certain to find it. So I'm not like, oh, I know what is right and wrong. We are looking for solutions.
Yeah.
Thank you for your ethical contributions to the discussion. So yeah, that's why I get pissed off, because they make fun of liberals for being normative and for being unrealistic, while they're equally as unrealistic. And they misrepresent, I think, car. So that's whatever.
I see. I see.
Your
But yeah.
memory lives on.
I enjoyed listening to the video for a bit, but then halfway through it was kind of like, yeah. And the China and Taiwan stuff is just...
But I did, and I also think he doesn't even like go far enough with his, like, Freddie Sager or Freddie Cesar, what is his name?
The guy who was in sub.
The interviewer.
Freddie, and he knew his name so well for some reason. I don't know how I knew him. He kept on saying Freddie. But yeah, the unheard interviewer.
It's American academics do that a lot. I think they're taught that like you should say specific names once in a while when you're talking to a
But I'm
crowd.
surprised he didn't remember the name. Yeah.
It's a PR tactic. It creates sort of, connective, like intimacy. So you know, like politicians always do it. They find a couple of names, they remember the name. Sandy, as you told me, I remember your family's plight. But anyway, the Freddie guy is like when he was pushing him on. So what is your solution? Like, they don't even like, again, I think war is the worst thing on the world. But right now, the best long-term outcome for Ukraine, the region of the world, that specific area we call Ukraine and Russia, a bit east of that and a bit west of that, the best solution, in my view, long-lasting, is for a Russian takeover for a long-lasting peace, in my view. Because, I mean, historically speaking, that's the thing. But they can't even go as far as saying, you know what I mean? They don't even go as far as saying that. They say that, the worst thing would be us helping. We shouldn't, unconditionally support Ukraine.
Yeah.
Well, not only just that, you should tell Ukraine to we should close down Ukraine. We tried building a nation for 30 years. We failed. Or you continue or you fight for, if you fight for it. So there is no middle option, which, by the way, he kind of alludes to when he says people talk about diplomacy, but there is no.
Yeah.
And he's right. There is no diplomacy. What diplomacy do you want? It's anyway. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
But okay, good stuff. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I pretty much took 1 year off your life, it seems, by sending you this video.
No, because probably. No, I didn't
tell your mom when you pass away. I'll be like, I'm responsible for him at least passing away 3 years early. The rest is on him. Shorts. But I want to send him a video. I could see it in real time. He lost at least 2 years.
No. Again, none of this, because I see that how he's right about so many things, but they don't follow up with he's like, yeah, I've been telling my American friends, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? This is nonsense. Why do you think? Because they are corrupt. There is no other.
It's beneficial to them, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I see. Good stuff. Okay,
not that I'm a Marxist or anything, but yeah.
I'll wrap up again with me taking advantage of France. So these beers. Right. So now that I have a car for the past year, I go grocery shopping once a week in Carrefour in France. which is significantly cheaper.
Carrefour.
And part of the story is,
My
so
childhood.
I saw these beers, right? And they were really cheap. And I got super excited. I was like, whoa, is this some kind of cool variety pack? Let me buy it. And I bought it. Ended up not being a variety pack. It's an old beer. So over the decades, they had different logos, right? So it's all the same beer, but it's the best
a
cheap
variety
beer
pack.
ever. Yeah. But no, they're all the same though. There's like,
Same brand.
No, exact same beer.
Oh, even same. Okay, I got it.
Exact same
like
beer.
type
They're all
of.
lagers.
Okay.
They're all
What's
normal
the name
blonde
of
beers.
the brand?
I had never heard of it before. Pelfort, and
Is
it says
Pelican?
this is 1930s Pelfort, and I think I looked it up. It's not a very French-sounding name, but wow, it's
Yeah, it's actually kind of
5.8%
British.
too.
Pelfort.
But it's like it was like so cheap. I think pretty much like
How much
70
was
or 80 cents a beer. It's a bit small, maybe even less. I think 50 cents a beer.
But it's 500 cc or
no, it's very small. It's 250, so it's even a little bit smaller than a little can. But it ended up being a great beer. Very happy with it. As
normal lager, not
cheap.
It's not black or anything, is it?
No. It's like the most normal.
Oh yeah, you poured it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most normal beer.
But do you have any
ever.
like favorite type of beer? Not
I love
Guinness,
I love Guinness. I like other kinds of dark beers
Guinness
as well.
is drought.
Yeah, Guinness is drought. But I like other kinds of dark beers too. Whether they're
yes,
vice dark
FS.
ones or normal dark ones or all the other kinds
But
of dark ones.
do you like the when I was in Germany, what's the brand? Hagen something? Not I was gonna say Hagen Dazs. That's ice cream.
Hogarden?
Hogarden, that type of like cloudy.
I
was
like
it Hogarden
cloudy.
that was cloudy? I don't like
Hogarden's
that.
cloudy, but it's a bit lemony. But I mean, Germany,
like
it's
lemony,
wheat
but
beer
not
though.
cloudy.
In Germany, in general, they have like you drink a beer is like a meal, and they're huge and they're crazy.
Yeah,
and
I
they're
went
crazy.
to one of these beer festivals where they had like
Oktoberfest.
No, it wasn't Oktoberfest. It was like a
Germans
tiny beer.
Just like maids. I'm joking.
Beer. Well, it's not a joke. They dressed as hard as they should be dressed. Sorry. Farmers. Anyway,
Very proud of that uniform.
Anyway, it's a very sexy dress, I must say.
Yeah.
The ladies one. It's quite, but
I wouldn't put that on just for comfort reasons if I was a woman, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It looks
the
weird.
course. Yeah, it's got a corset vibe to the center, I guess. I mean, I guess it's kind of the purpose of it, though. I think that's on purpose. So
perhaps.
But no, I didn't like it though. It was too heavy for me, I suppose, for my.
Yeah, no, I like it before eating but I like drinking beer before eating and stuff. So on an empty stomach, actually, kind of.
Me too. Well, not like it, but I usually do it that way. And then I like to eat when I'm drunk. So it's more to do with that rather than what I mean.
Same.
And then I know that if I eat and then I get drunk, I'm gonna probably eat again. So I kind of don't want to eat early because I know I'm gonna get fat. So that's. But let me share this with. This is what I sometimes, very rarely, I take a sip of this.
Oh, okay. I see.
But
just
you see the alphabet. I mean, the light might be a bit. Do you see the alphabet here under Ararat?
Yeah, like not Russian looking. It looks kind of like.
No, it's not. How do they say Cyrillic or whatever is the Russian thing? This is Armenian alphabet. It's similar sort of mix of Greek and some Aramaic and I don't know what, but yeah, this is brandy basically. This is Armenian brandy. It's considered to be one of the apparently best taste. I mean, again, this is according to Armenians, so probably not true, but they say it's considered one of the best brandies, and Stalin would send this to Churchill for like as a gift or something. They're very proud. But man, even this is a 10-year-old, and even the smell puts me
Oh,
like it's
yeah,
much.
no.
I mean, it's good. It's very. I mean, among brandies I had, this is one of the best. I've had a lot of brandy because my dad loves brandies, so
That's
basically,
crazy.
yeah, I've stolen a lot of brandy, but yeah.
Well, that's good.
I,
When I was a kid, not as a kid, but when you first started drinking, I
was
thought
either
that,
whiskey or brandy.
I would eventually move on to the level where I'll just be drinking whiskey on the rocks and stuff. Now I'm a bigger wuss. It's like
Yeah,
I
me
can't
too.
even
That's
mix
it.
whiskey or rum. It's barely like it has to be with apple
Ma-
juice with a lime squeezed into it, like lemon thrown in there, like 20 ice cubes, some iced tea. Okay, yeah, no,
some
great drink.
M&Ms to keep them,
Yeah, this
to
is
give them
definitely
motivation.
lovely.
No, that is, it's yeah. It was like it was so like within the first year. I remember we went from like Bacardi Breezer, which was like 2%, to suddenly like 40% absolute vodka, and then over time. It's just I'm back to like 2%. I can't like nah, sorry. What's the 4%? No,
What is it? Spanish
I
red wine?
can't.
No, no, no.
Can I mix some water with this? Is that possible? I up to 4 years ago I remember I could have whiskey. Nowadays, like really, man, if I have whiskey, I know for 2 days I'm like I'm out. So I'm like, no, thank you very
Man,
much.
whiskey really fucks up your inside. Like I turn into a heater. Like if I drink whiskey, like the next day I need to like go sit in snow shirtless, like for my body to like, cool down.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, and whiskey is awful. Vodka is awful too, to be
But
honest. I mean,
whiskey
whiskey's
turns,
yeah. No,
turns-
my problem with whiskey more than all that these days is that because it's as you say, it's so I don't know, it's hot or something. You have it, and as soon as I have it, my stomach gets warm, and then it's acid reflux,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Immediately I get acid reflux, and it's just Jesus
No,
Christ,
that's a
like
big issue. That's a big issue we
yeah,
share, I feel. Yeah.
something we share. Acid reflexes. And I
Like
get sometimes I get hair like if that's to do with because I do like a lot of sauna, but I don't I do like 1 hour, 2 hour sessions. I don't I just like
yeah.
doing but it's long. Or I just I plank, and then after that sometimes when I drink I get hernia here.
Ooh. Yeah, I
It's not
see.
full on hernia, I'm
Yeah.
guessing, because I guess if it was full on hernia, I have to go to hospital. But it just gets something pops out basically, and it's just I can't really,
Yeah, I
move.
know what you mean. That doesn't happen to me much.
And
That's
it's so
painful.
weird though. But what does whiskey have to do with that? Or
No, hard
vodka?
liquor is different
Yeah.
than beer and stuff. It's definitely next level.
But rum, I mean, to be honest, I haven't had rum in 5-6 years now, so I don't know. But I don't think rum. I never had this problem with rum. I don't know. Have you had that?
No, rum is much. No, I mean rum goes. I mean, I drink like this. I like Captain Morgan, which is kind of like a cheap rum. I find it to be
Yeah,
much
very
steadier
nice.
than
Very
Bacardi.
nice.
Bacardi's like, I don't know. I don't like the taste too much.
Morgan
But
is better, I think.
yeah, and it's a cheap one. Damn, Captain Morgan.
Is
Very
it cheaper
cheap.
than Bacardi?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so. It's quite cheap. Like here, I buy a bottle, like a 700 ml. It's like $18. So it's a
Another
pretty cheap
liquor I
one.
like, the Greek thing, Ozu.
Oh, no, I don't think I've ever
Ozu is
drank
very
that.
nice. Have you tried Raki, the Turkish thing?
No, I don't think so.
No, in Iran, it's very. That's why I'm surprised, because that's after Arak, which is the
Oh yeah,
Iranian
no.
vodka. It's Iranian Arak, I think, is grappa. I think it's the
Mm-hmm.
equivalent of grappa, but maybe not.
Yeah.
But Raki is the Turkish Arak, or Turkish, let's say, vodka. It's got a cloudy again.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah, that one. Yeah. I haven't
it's a
tried it enough
shot.
to like it.
They
Yeah.
mix with water to.
Yeah.
But
Barely tried
man,
it.
let me just. I'll have to share a screen. The Greek one. Is it Ozu or what? It's made from this graziane. Do you know what is graziane in English? It's sort of a seed they use in everything in Iran.
No, never heard that.
Greek drink. Ozu Ozgo. Yeah, Oh, Ozu. It's made from Greece's national. It's clear colored liquor made from grape.
Kind of reminds me of that
must
French thing that they drink. What's that? Pastis? It kind of looks like that too.
Pastiche. That sounds
Yeah,
familiar, but Razione. Let's see what is Razione in English. But I didn't. It says it's from grape. Is grape? Oh, grape must. That's not grape, is it? Grape must is not. Oh, has a strong anise. I think that's the name, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, fennel.
Ah, oh wow. Oof.
I think that I've been told it's fennel, based on fennel.
Wow. The only person
Oh
I
yeah,
know who likes
along
eating
with.
fennel is my mom.
Oh yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, you like it?
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
it's a
very,
little bit, but
yeah.
it's so bitter.
Not bitter. It's very nice. Fuck you. Don't.
I wouldn't be surprised
But
if in Iran it tastes good. In Canada and stuff,
maybe that's true.
all
The
fruits and
greenery,
vegetables are just bitter.
not just man, not just by the way in Iran though, in Tehran especially, because Tehran is by the side of the mountain and it's fucking fantastic. Because this is so weird. Everywhere you go, the greenery, herbs taste so different. The what's it called? Basil, because I try basil a lot. So yeah, man, Ozu is amazing. Like Ozu is one of the very few spirits that I can take a shot from. It's very nice. As you said, it's like pastis, I think. That's what the one you were saying, right?
There you go. Yep. But pastis is it's more
Yeah, my pastis is like limoncello, right?
Oh
Limoncello?
no, limoncello's no, not at all. Limoncello is very like limey and weak and nice. I would say it's a bit stronger. But
this is stronger?
Yeah, I think
What's
40
that
45
anise?
limoncello is weak. But hold on, we got to wrap this up because I really have to run to the restroom.
Oh,
That's the only issue.
You have to break the
drinking
seal?
3 beers.
Do you know what's breaking the seal?
Yeah, if you pee once, then you have to continue. I don't believe in that. I have to pee from the get-go, but I just have to pee.
100% true.
But
don't break the seal. Keep it.
Okay,
Keep it.
let's wrap this up.
Keep it.
Thank you for anybody who made it this far. And we'll be back with a regular show this weekend. And then we're going to work on this and do it again, though. That's for sure. Any final words?
Oh, take your Uzu shot if you can for me. Remember me.